Hey, I'm Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. We're here in Sexton's, and I'm joined by Aoife O'Brien, who is an empowerment coach. I'm so excited to hear all about this. But first of all, you're very welcome to Limerick.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here.
Now, I know you're on quite a big trip around. You're in Cork, you're going to Tipperary, you're from Dublin. I mean, you're like, how long are you on the road for now? The last week or so?
I've been on the road since Thursday, and I'll be on the road until next Tuesday. So 12 days there, 12 days give or take on the road in total. Yeah.
What a great way to see the countryside as well,
though. I'm combining a little bit of networking with a bit of a holiday as well. So no, it's really nice.
Oh, and what fabulous weather as well. Now, I didn't want to do too much research because I had so many questions I want to ask. So, empowerment coach and coaching. Tell me how exactly you got into this in the first place.
I suppose the background is that I wasn't really getting on that well in work, and I wanted to find a way to help people make better decisions for themselves, but also help companies to make better hiring decisions and hire the right people so that people are happier in work. That's really the essence of where it all stems from.
Well, I find now you're saying about happiness in work. Like, there seems to be an awful lot of people nowadays. I see it with when you talk to people, and they're like pretty unhappy in their jobs, but then they're kind of afraid to do anything about it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So many people are disengaged in work, and they're just not really happy in their jobs at all. And I want to help them to be happier. So I'm taking a two-pronged approach. So helping people on an individual basis to make better career decisions for themselves, but also helping companies to make better hiring decisions so they hire the right people, and those people are happier at work and they're more productive as well.
What is it you think, like, why is it that people are too afraid when they get into maybe a job that they're unhappy in? Like, why are they so afraid to make things better?
That's a really good question. And when you started that question, I was thinking straight away, I was like, they're not going to do it because they have fear or they're afraid. And then you said, like, why are they afraid? That's a really great question. Sometimes you get so comfortable in your zone that you're in, and when you go out of that comfort zone, it's the fear of, like, will I find another job? What if the other job, I don't enjoy that other job as much as I'm enjoying this one? It could be to do with money, or like they're afraid that if they leave the job that they won't find another one, or they don't have time, or they're just not willing to put in the effort as well. Like, there's so many different reasons, I think, and it varies on an individual basis. But I think if you're not happy at work, you have to take the steps to do something about it.
I think as well then, I think we're also guilty of almost getting jealous of people who are then taking those steps. You see people on Instagram, they're like, I left my full-time office job and I'm off to travel around the world and I found this amazing job that's like the best thing ever. And then there's almost that kind of like, oh, do you see what they're doing now?
Yeah. There's kind of the two extremes, I suppose. There's the Insta, like, oh, I'm working on the beach on my laptop. Yeah. And like, oftentimes that's just not realistic. But I suppose the realistic thing is finding something that really suits you, that capitalises on your own strengths and your own abilities, and you're somewhere that you feel like you belong and you fit in and that you can contribute and that you're being recognised for that. So oftentimes they're the real things that people are looking for.
Yeah, it's so interesting now. And another thing I read about was the imposter lady. Yes. So explain this to me.
Yeah, so just in the last few months, I contributed to an article in the Irish Times, and I've noticed that so many people are either not aware of it or they have it and they're suffering in silence. So imposter syndrome is that feeling of self-doubt, but that you're going to get found out by someone else. So that someone's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, thanks very much, Meghann, you've done a great job up to now, but we're going to leave it to the experts. But you're genuinely afraid of this. And you might even know about imposter syndrome and you're reading through it and you're like, yeah, that's for people who think they have imposter syndrome, but I'm really an imposter, and you really believe that you're going to get found out for the fraud that you think you are.
It's kind of, I suppose, that when life is going so well for you, it's like we can't just accept that things are going well for us. We always think, oh, there's something, we're waiting for, like, the almost, as you said, the tap on the shoulder, or the kind of, oh yeah, fun times are over now.
That's exactly it. And the more you push yourself out of the comfort zone, the more you get that feeling as well of, I think I'm going to get found out, or, even myself, I've gone for roles where I thought I definitely deserve this, and then I got them, and then I was kind of like, oh, I think they're going to find me out now. They realise that they gave it to the wrong person, that they gave the promotion to the wrong person. It's always that sinking feeling, but it doesn't go away. You need to really address it.
It's like what Richard Branson said, when you go for a job, it's like apply for it and then learn how to do it later.
Exactly. Say yes and then learn how to do it later. And I try and apply that motto all the time. And the thing is, you can learn how to do things. And you have to have that belief that you can actually learn how to do these things as well for yourself.
I'm certainly a firm believer in that now. Aoife O'Brien, where can we find you across social media?
You'll find me on empowermentcoaching.ie. That's my website. I'm also on Instagram under empowermentcoaching.ie, Facebook empowermentcoaching.ie. I'm on Twitter as well, empowerment_IE. I also have a podcast that's been recently launched called Happier at Work, and you'll find that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'm on Pinterest. If you find me, I think it's Aoife O'Brien or something like that. Yeah, I think that covers just about everything.
Aoife, thank you so much for chatting to Limerick Post. I hope you enjoy this glorious day in Limerick.
Yes, I'm absolutely delighted. I can't wait now to go and check out the town later. Thanks a million for having me, Meghann.
Thank you.